YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy Datway512, aka Mario. Hey, I came across this right here. Like I'm uploading a video right now. It's uploading right now, and I see this right here. I just look up Eddie Van Halen, just listening to some music while I'm editing it, and then this pops up. Like it's on like a little recommendation. Excuse me. And it says, "The secret to an Eddie Van Halen guitar solo, Joe Rogan and David Lee Roth." Now, I've never heard this episode. I really don't listen to Joe Rogan that much. Only if he has like impactful people like Marcus Luttrell, that Korean girl. And I've never even noticed David Lee Roth was on here, so probably when I editing this one, I'm gonna go and listen to that this whole interview. But we go see what David Lee Roth talking about, man. Cause when was this posted? In 2019. So Eddie was still alive when he was talking about this. But we gonna check this out, man. Let's see what Dave talking about. Let's go.
When you see like some of their like Freebird, that Freebird solo, that guitar, which is one of the greatest solos in the history of all music.
Well, there's some specific reasons for this.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the more specific reasons is you had to build. It has a beginning, a middle, a crescendo, an end. There are specific names to this. Okay.
Yeah.
His face expressions.
When we moved to more channels in recording, when Leonard Skinner recorded all their early stuff as 8-track, and then you had to double up, early Van Halen, same thing. You had to compile your tracks or whatever. You had to really walk in with your solo written, okay, and play, and you would work it until it really had a thing, and then crescendos.
Yeah.
Okay. Once there were many tracks, guys would come in and just wing it and go, okay, let's try one. Okay, great, that's fine. Let's do it again. Track 2. And they just make it up as they go, okay? And then when it's time to mix, they'll put a little of track 2 and a little of track 6 and start moving those channels in a way that you would never think to play the guitar. For example, Ed started doing that.
So basically what he's saying right here is that if I'm getting this right, and he'll probably explain it, like you go in, record the solo, and I play it one way, and then I play it a different way, and then probably combine all those, and then I'm guessing he has to go back and learn that way. I'm guessing right now, but the way he's explaining this that's crazy. And now you could just boop boop boop, computer, do move this here. But back then they had those big ass tapes, and you gotta make sure you get it right. You play perfect, because there ain't no going back. You cannot scratch it. But I feel what he's saying right here.
Come in and just wing it and go, okay, let's try one. Okay, great, that's fine. Let's do it again. Track 2. And they just make it up as they go, okay? And then when it's time to mix, they'll put a little of track 2 and a little of track 6 and start moving those channels in a way that you would never think to play the guitar. For example, Ed started doing that on a couple of tracks, all right? Original
Shout out
solos,
Eddie.
Running with the Devil, okay. These are thematic solos. Most Beatles solos, thematic, you follow?
Yeah.
Listen to the solo and Ain't Talking About These are thematic solos. When it started going like this, he'd record 6 different versions of the solos, okay? And then just start, move the channel. Like here, turn this one on, turn this one off, turn this one on, turn this one. And then he'd have to go learn the solo.
Wow.
So you'll see his hand move from down here to up here and down there.
That's exactly what I said. So he would probably have to go back and learn the solo. That's crazy though. That just shows you the capability of not only how they had to do it, but Eddie going back and learning that solo on the different channels. Like, all right, this is what it sounds like. All right, now let's go learn this. And then it just shows you, man, that Eddie was the fucking greatest of all time. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it forever, and you guys know the greatest guitar player of all time. But that's just like I said, man. Like, that's just crazy. Going back and learning it is crazy.
Of the solos, okay, and then just start move the channel. Like, here, turn this one on, turn this one off, turn this one on, turn this one. And then he'd have to go learn the solo.
Wow.
So you'll see his hand move from down here to up here and down there. It became a gymnastic effort, more elbow and shoulder to get his hand from the far end of the fretboard all the way up to the pickup and back to duplicate that wabi-sabi approach to making solos. So it was a very oblique or unique kind of way of creating a solo. It was utilizing the digital future, multi-tracking, and improvising. You follow, as opposed to, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to create something like a book. Here's the beginning, here's the scene, here are the characters, here's the conflict. Instead, it's let's just mix that all up together in interesting ways.
Well, that's it on that. Yeah, like, I understand what he's saying now. Because, like, you know, like, some of those Van Halen solos, you're like, oh my god. But now it makes sense. Like, that early Van Halen stuff, like, Ain't Talking About Love. And then the fucking, the Running with the Dough. I mean, I understand what he's saying, but that's crazy though how technology has evolved. Where, cause yeah, I've seen like I'll try and find like Van Halen like studio sessions, and there's not a lot out there, but there's some out there, and then you see it recording on the big ass tapes, and then they just click that button, and then that tape records it all, and then like you only got like probably like 3 times at the most to mess up, and then they gotta scrap that tape, and then like it's like, yo, you don't got no more tape. You gotta get this together, like, you know what I mean? But like I said, man, like technology has came a long way, because if you mess up now, you just go on the computer, beep, all right, go back, beep, all right, go back. You can be in this, you can try that take 1,000 times until you get it right, and they just keep deleting that last one. But I mean, not only the technology, but the way Eddie, like, this shit is crazy. His versatile. He's the gun-slinging Wild West showdown guitar player coming out of a freaking Colt revolver, and it's just insane. But that's the reaction, man. And Joe Rogan talking to, I don't even remember the title, talking to David Lee Roth about that Eddie Van Halen guitar solo, and y'all know, man, Eddie Van Halen is the GOAT. R.I.P. EVH. I don't even know what else to say, because that's insane. That I don't even know. This is the thing that's boggling my mind, is they would mix this, mix that, mix that, mix this, but it makes sense. But yeah, man, that's the reaction. If you're new, hit that sub button, leave a like, comment what we should do next. I'm Mario, aka Dadway520, and I am gone. Peace.